What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie, and today I am showing you my current foundation routine. This video is in partnership with Pat McGrath for her new face system. This partnership is actually perfect because I have been using every product that I'm gonna be talking about in this video nonstop since I got it about, I would say like almost a month ago. It has really just trumped all of my other face products since I received it. So I'm very excited to share this with y'all. I just feel like all the products combined just make my face look like porcelain. It makes it look so seamless. So before we get into it, if you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your true pronoun or gender identity, come join the family. All right, let's get started. Here I have my freshly washed and moisturized face, and we're gonna pop it off with the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. This is a very smoothing, hydrating primer. It's very silky, just really makes the pores look refined. So I just do one pump of this, starting off the center of the face. I have oily skin, a lot of y'all know this, and I have very much agreed with this primer, and it smells so good. The whole system is really great, I think, for oily skin in general. It's really, really long lasting, and that is really what I'm looking for in my face products and my foundation. And right, tell that's nice and settled into the skin, so I'm just gonna jump right into the foundation. So here you have the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. This line comes in 36 universal color choices and 5 shade levels that are custom curated for all skin types and undertones. So I am just gonna put one pump on the back of my hand here. One pump is typically all I need unless I need like a little bit more extra concealing. Might need to because I have some more blemishes, but we shall see. So one pump here, and I am going to be using the foundation brush. Again, we have a lot of firsts here because typically I am all about, you know, the sponges, but this one really does lay down the foundation really nicely and it blends it into the skin beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop a couple dots over here and be able to see. This is just such a wonderful match for me. So my foundation here is in light medium 9, and as you can see, just really quickly I'll show you. So here's one side, that's just a few dots, and then the other side just really evens it out, gets a little bit of the redness out, and then matches my neck really, really well. This brush is also just really nice and soft. So I like to usually wear my foundation like on the outer parts of my face, pretty sheer. This foundation is sheer to medium, like buildable coverage. When I was really just first testing it out, I tried out a couple layers, and you can really, it can really like get up there in terms of the coverage. But I feel like in terms of like this, like my cheeks, I just need a little bit of like skin tone evening. Like I don't need too much on there. So I just sheared out there and then I kind of move into the middle. So let's go for the chin here. And I will show you how I also conceal with this foundation, because when I use this foundation now, see already it's like, it does such a good job, even though it's so thin and it's so, I don't know, the texture is really unique. It feels like there's nothing on your face. That's really the thing I do not like about foundation, is feeling like there's something all over your face. But with this, it just like disappears into the skin so seamlessly. If you just watched my favorites video, I talked about this foundation, how much I really, really like it. And this is also like the first foundation that I've used that you can just also apply fully with your hands as well. But I do like using this brush because I feel like I'm able to like shear it out a little bit more and kind of give it more of like an airbrushed finish. Okay, so that's pretty much, there we go. One layer on. So we do have a bit left, but I just want to show you what I do for concealing. So I just do a tiny little bit more. That was like a third of a pump. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to rub it on the back of my hand. And by doing this, you're kind of like drying it down a little bit and like emulsifying it. And once I do that, then I go ahead and apply this where I just need a little bit more coverage. And I don't like tap it in all the way, so I kind of just run through like that. And I let it like dry down for just a few seconds before working it in. So I'll do a little bit more on my nose there. I have a couple blemishes over here and on my chin. And now once I've like kind of lightly tapped everything in, I'm gonna go back and finish it off and just kind of blend the rest with my finger. This is a self-setting satin finish foundation, but because I am such an oily person and it is summertime in LA, we will be using powder to set it all up. And I'll be showing you how to use the powder to bake as well, because I've been testing that out. All right, so there we go. Foundation is on. Easy peasy. So now we're gonna move into the powder. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Setting Powder in Light Medium 2. That's my shade. This powder is available in 5 shades to cover the full range of skin tones. And today, like I said, I'm gonna show you how I bake with it. So I'm gonna actually show you how it acts with a damp sponge here. So I'm just gonna dip it in. This powder is like very silky and soft. It's very nice. So I'm just gonna set it under the eyes. And this is the same color that I'm gonna like finish it off with. I just let it sit on there for just a few minutes. And it really just locks in all my hard work. This is the same powder too, so I went to Pat McGrath Labs event for this whole new line, and the artist there, he actually put this powder just right on top of my super oily face. We like didn't even blot or anything. He was just like, I just want to show you what it looks like when you just put it on top of your oils, and it made my makeup look like it was brand new. It didn't look cakey or anything. I was like shocked. I was really shocked because I've never seen a powder be able to really do that without like breaking down the makeup somehow or making it look kind of cracked and caked. So I am a convert for this powder too. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this sit on here for just a couple minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the finished foundation face. All right, it's been a couple minutes now, so I feel like powder has really set. And now with the excess that's on my face, I'm kind of just going to brush it more into my face. So I'm using the powder brush. This is a really full, slightly tapered brush. I also use this brush when I am reapplying powder, picks it up really nicely, and you can really precisely place the powder all over. Even though it is so fluffy and big, you can have a lot of control with this. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of come in under my eyes, and I'm swiping it down because that's where I have like the most powder. And before this powder, what I would do is I would like wipe off my bake and then put another setting powder on top. But with this one, because it is more of a flesh tone, so I was gonna skin and flesh tone for me, it works as a finishing powder. And this powder really locks it all up. Like I said, you can put this on top of your oils and it'll lock up your makeup and make it look really refreshed. And that right there is my finished foundation face. It is so lightweight, super long lasting. As you can see with the powder, it's mattified, but it doesn't look too matte. It still has like a nice finish to it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to finish off my makeup. I'll come back in like let me say like 45 minutes, so you can see what my skin looks like once it's like settled down a little bit more. All right, y'all, here we are with my completed face. I used the Pat McGrath palette that I spoke about in my July favorites, so if you want more info on this look, you can check out that video. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I've been literally raving about this entire line, this whole video. Clearly, I'm so stoked on this partnership because I love this foundation. It is the first foundation in a long time that really like checks every single thing that I need out of a foundation. It is so long lasting, looks natural, isn't cakey. I just feel like my skin breathes through it, even though it just looks flawless. So if you're looking for a new foundation, I would 100% recommend this one. Thank you so much to Pat McGrath for partnering with me in this video. Of course, all the links and information to every product will be in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.